film sucks. Indie film sucks. It's the Indie Film Sucks podcast. Yeah.
Coming at you from the mean streets of St. Louis, from a basement on South Broadway, the Indie Film Sucks podcast. Because indie film is the only thing that you're going to promote yourself because nobody else gives a shit.
Yeah, okay. I guess I got to agree with you there because that seems to be my experience so far.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Nobody is as proud of your stuff as you are.
Nope.
Right. Okay, is that how we're starting us off on that leg? Hey, thanks for listening anyway. So don't turn us out now. We got a good show for you tonight. We are the Indie Film Sucks podcast. My name is Macke. This is Macke Grega. Tonight we're missing two important cast members.
We are.
B, Brittany, and Brock Roberts, both out on assignment tonight. Yes. So miss them. Hope to see them back soon. Anyway, we're the independent film podcast for independent film makers. All right, we talked about the highs, the lows, the in-betweens of true independent film. So check us out if you haven't yet on indiefilmsucks.com, 88mmfilms.com. What else, Grega?
Instagram, Facebook, Spotify. Some other places where you listen to podcasts.
That's right. You can find it out there. So if you're listening, you already know where to find us. But tell a friend.
Yes, tell a friend. And here's something.
Okay. Wow. I knew I would spark something. Go.
You did. Here's something. I don't know if you know this, Mac. I'm not sure if you're aware.
Okay.
But did you know that in addition to interviewing filmmakers on the podcast, we also review independent films?
What?
Yes.
Did you start this without me?
I must have. I feel like I did.
Yes, exactly. So check out, go to indiefilmsucks.com.
Yes, .com.
If you are an independent filmmaker and you're looking for a place to have your film reviewed for, I would say, a fraction of the cost of other places.
Yes.
That honest review, and if we like it enough, we'll invite you on the show, talk about your film. But you'll get an honest review that you can use for promotion, that types of things. But
because every single independent filmmaker out there can't even talk. Every single indie filmmaker in the world needs what? Needs promotion.
Needs reviews, needs things they can use to tell other people about their film and how much they love it.
Yes.
And how much other people love it.
And sometimes we love it too. We don't always, but sometimes we do.
No, it's tough. Independent film is tough. So I respect every film we get and the fact that people are out there making it and they put that much time and effort into doing that. And then they took the time to finish. Thank you very much. That is very important. No shorts, by the way.
No, meaning no short films. We only review feature films.
Yeah. But they took the time to finish, and then they took the time and the care to want somebody else to review it to try to either get better, self-promote, whatever they're trying to do. So much respect for everybody that sent something to us, and a hell of a writer. Our review people, our staff, our crack staff of reviewers are, boy, they're great.
Should be working for the New York Times.
Should be. I don't know what the writing award is, but they should have it.
Yes. Absolutely. and I will say this, because we see all kinds of films, all kinds of genres, and we see more good stuff than bad stuff.
Yeah.
Because let's face it, there are indie films at every single budget level, every single skill level, every single possible dimension that you can imagine. They run the gamut, and we see some pretty good stuff.
Yeah. No, I've been really impressed with some of the stuff we've seen, and when they do disclose budgets, or we kind of dive into that a little bit, I am shocked at how little some of these folks are spending, and then how they're trying to maximize what they've done with their independent film.
Yes.
So it's great. Check it out if you haven't. If you're listening to this and an independent filmmaker, get the word out, like and share. repost our stuff. We appreciate that, but we're trying to give back a little bit by giving something back through this podcast and through our website and our review site. So anyway, what's on your mind tonight besides self-promotion?
Well, promotion in general.
Okay. So you had that on your mind.
I did.
Kind of went down. Okay. So what's really on your mind then about promotion?
Well, because I was on Facebook on one of the film groups I'm in, and somebody posed a question: what is the one dirty secret or one hard truth about independent filmmaking?
Dang.
Yes.
What was the?
And there was a lot of answers.
Okay, I was gonna say.
And they run the gamut from distribution is a scam, and
Yeah. Okay.
this, that, and the other. And my answer was, well, there were two answers, but my first answer was the fact that your amazing cast and crew, most of them are not going to do shit to promote your film once it is out in the world. That's sad. And it doesn't matter if it's paid, if it's unpaid, whatever. Once you wrap production, they're gone. On to the next thing. And maybe they'll be there for the screening, maybe they won't, but they are not going to help you promote your film. A couple will. There's some people who will. But that is the secret sauce right there. Because everybody and their brother is making an independent film.
Yes.
And everybody thinks that they are unique and precious snowflake, and they made the most amazing thing with the most amazing people, and everyone's going to care. But man, I'm here to tell you, nobody cares. And you need other voices besides your own shouting into the void, hey, look at this. You need as many people as you possibly can pointing people in the direction of the film.
A lot there.
Yeah.
There's a lot there. And I don't disagree with the fact that the more people that promote something, the more eyes they may get on it, the more, they were in it too.
Yeah.
They worked on it too. They should be proud of it. They should pump out a lot of stuff.
I mean, unless you genuinely
No.
were like, man, this was a horrible experience and it's a piece of crap film, and I don't know why I did it. I'm glad that it's over. And if that's your experience, then don't promote the film.
No, I would agree with that. And most people do have a good experience and they know what they're getting into.
Yeah.
I guess it's just my other side of it, and not even, to try to counter what you were saying, is as a pet peeve is, what is their obligation? What do they owe the filmmaker? And they did their job and now they've moved on. So it's not like they're on a press junket or we have them under contract for that. I get it out of, hey, they worked on the film, it's an independent film, we should support independent film and push it out. But what do they get out of that from an obligation side, and what do they get out of it? Because I don't think they're purposely not doing it. I just don't think they think about it because they're not on our side of it. So I honestly think they had a job, they did their job, and they moved on. And sometimes it's a year, maybe 2 years later when the film comes out, that it's hard to circle back on that. On a promotion standpoint, that's where I'm torn. Is I don't blame them for not promoting it, because it's not they worked on it, but it's not their end game. They're not going to get paid anymore off of it. They're not going to reap the benefits of getting another film. They may get some more work out of it. I guess that's a benefit of it. But that's where I struggle with that. Because as a human being, yes, let's all promote it. Let's all drive it. Let's all do this. But as an obligation, I don't blame anybody for not doing it. I wish they would. I wish we could get more voices out there to do it. But I don't. It's not really a pet peeve of mine. I don't know.
I would say, honestly, unless there is something written in a contract, they have no obligation.
Yeah.
There is no obligation to promote a film that you worked on. Bar none. There's not. However, I just think it's good politics. It's being a good steward of the film.
Yeah.
If you worked on a film and you think it's a good film and you're proud of your work, you should want more people to see it. You should want more people to know about it. Because I've heard from so many actors, oh, I hate seeing myself on film. Oh, I can't stand it. Then why the hell are you acting? Do theater. Don't do film.
Yeah.
You know?
It's I get that.
I
part.
mean,
That's
look-
not why they're not pushing films.
I know,
yeah.
but you know, it's like if you are if you're like get it, if you're not proud of the work, then yeah, I wouldn't promote it either. But if you are, if it's a good product, if it's a good film, you should want more people, as many people as possible, to see it.
I would agree with that, and it's easier today than ever
Yeah.
to help promote something. And when a nudge is given, or we try to bring the band back together in an email chain or something to say,
Yeah.
hey, this is coming out, please help support it. I don't know. I don't know why it doesn't happen the way it happens. It's a mystery to me why somebody wouldn't want to do it, or doesn't do it.
Human nature, I guess.
But I think it's the idea of it's a job. They've done their work and they've moved on, and they've probably done 12 other jobs from that. And I've heard people say, well, if I was promoting everything, if I was going to everything, that's all I would be doing. You know, I've done 15 jobs since then. You know, what's the obligation there? You know, I've heard people say that, you know,
Yeah, but I mean,
and I'm not trying to, you know, pick an argument here. I'm trying to understand the human nature behind people and what they're trying to do. And again, nobody owes us crap.
No, like I said, it's not, unless it's written in a contract somewhere that you have to promote this X number of times. And I'm not talking about going on talk shows or going on podcasts.
No, that's a
or any
whole-
of that shit.
that's a junket.
I'm just saying, and if you're the kind of person that you don't do social media at all, then yeah, sure, then I don't blame you. But if you're always posting crap on social media day in and day out, and you just worked on this film, and it's like a month later or 2 months later, it's like, and then directors like feverishly pushing this thing, like, help out.
Yeah.
Like, share it.
Yeah.
That ain't that much to ask as a good human being.
As somebody in the independent film trying to make it and grind in whatever your craft is, from that standpoint, I think that's true. From sound to the DP to the actors to the talent to all that stuff, I think it's too easy to do to not expect that it can be done, especially when we know the grind.
Yeah.
And I'll tell you, there's a few folks that do it really stinking well.
Yes.
And I think it's helped us. I think it's helped spread the word. I think it's got some stuff. And when it does happen, it's pretty effective. And it's not any more than, hey, I saw this here. Here's a 5-second post. And I think it's very effective. So why they don't do it, I don't know. I wish they would. But I push people's stuff, but I'm not that great at it. I'm not great at pushing my own stuff.
Tell me about it.
Yeah, no, I'm serious though, because I'm not a social media guy, but I'm also not on social media. You know, I'll forward people's movies, or if I see
True.
somebody's doing a crowdfund, or if I see there's a premiere, I'll hit the forward and go, hey, check this out. You know, I'll push Dean stuff, or
Yeah,
you know,
and I think you should.
You know.
I think you should help other local filmmakers or even non-local filmmakers. If you are a filmmaker and you've been doing this for a minute, and you've got, you know, a little bit of momentum behind you, I think it behooves you to share other people's stuff.
Yeah, I agree. It is, and it's almost kind of like, why do you do the High School Musical, right? Well, the High School Musical is so you can get 90 people in the cast with the chorus and all these certain things. You know why? So you sell more tickets.
Sure.
Right? Because grandma's going to want to go see it and that kind of stuff, right? I'm not saying that's why you have big casts, but that's why you hope that your cast and crew, with number of voices, a number of people, will sell more, will promote more, will do more things because they're in it, they're involved with it.
Yeah.
And if you take that same philosophy, it should be, and not forever.
No.
But there's got to be a certain period of time where I think it should be. I don't even want to say expected, because it shouldn't be, right? You did your job, you helped us out, helped us make a movie, you did your job, you got paid, move on. But it should be a courtesy or an unwritten rule
I agree.
that kind of stuff should happen.
But that's, you know, if you have a name actor or name actors in your film, that's why they should be contractually obligated to make some posts, because I mean, you already paid for that name.
Yeah.
So let's have it in writing that so and so is going to make X number of posts about the film, because their opinion, their promotion, their push carries weight. But that's why a lot of people hire social media influencer types, or not names per se, but they hire them because they have a big ass following. So if they talk about the film, your film that they were in, then some of that following, not all, and probably not the majority, but at least a portion will check it out because, oh, my favorite actor was in this, or so and so was this wrestler, this dancer, this whatever was in this film. I'm gonna check this film out.
Yeah, and even go lower than that, because most people can't afford that, or they don't get in a position where they have a high level influencer pushing their stuff, right? That would be great if we did.
Yeah.
But the way I look at it is everybody's trying to break out out of that bubble.
Yep.
And it's the what do you want to call it, the I don't know, whatever the game is, where it's like you tell one person, that person tells one person.
Telephone game.
Yes, thank you. And it just blows up. That's what we're trying to do. And so the more people that can promote something or share something, you never know who they know who's going to see this.
No.
Or have an interest in what they do. And most people that we work with are in the same genre. They like the same stuff we do. They run in the same circles. But they're working in the profession a little bit more than we are. So I think their broad based is a little bit more because they're self-promoting. They're doing other projects. They're doing things. You never know when that one post is going to get to somebody because you said it. And I think that's important. And I think we've done a better job of not just cramming stuff down people's throats, where it's like, oh, what was me, dude, look at my project.
Yeah.
Right, do this. It has to be tactful and it has to be strategic.
And there is a fine line because we all know the people that are just constantly always in your face about, hey, check out my film, hey, check out this, hey, check, and it's like all the time you get like, hey, here's the worst thing you can do. This is absolutely taboo, and it should be a crime to do this, is when you tag someone in some sort of group post for your film. Man, that is the absolute worst. And when you're tagged in something like, what is this shit? I didn't have anything to do with this. Why am I tagged in this?
Yep.
Like, man, you piece of shit. Like, God, I got it. That's like, getting scam phone calls.
Yeah.
It's like, where'd you get this number from? Take me off your mailing list.
Please take me off your mailing list.
Man.
Yeah. I don't know. Promotion's hard enough.
Yeah.
At which we've learned.
Yeah.
And at 88 millimeter and for our films, we're learning what that takes, and it starts from day one. It starts with the idea. The idea is we're going to make this film. Here's the idea for the film. Here's how that's going to look. Now how are we going to promote it?
Yeah,
it should be 1A, 1B.
It should. And then there's so many stumbling blocks you can make. Like, you don't want to share your trailer too early. You don't want to share your key art, your poster too early.
Yeah.
Because it's gonna flash through social media, and you're gonna get 75 likes, and then poof, it's gone.
Yep.
And no one's gonna give a shit because your movie doesn't come out for 6 months
Or a year.
or who knows when.
You only get certain times to make that splash.
Yep.
I guess, and then you have to take that and run with that momentum. And on the negative side is, please do not post things that the director and the film crew and the production staff and the executive producers don't allow you to.
No.
Because that's negative promotion that actually hurts the film.
Absolutely.
So I know you got the best interest in mind, and I know the people on your film have the best interest in mind, but you see posted with permission a lot of times.
Yeah.
Because they've asked. So I know you're excited about your work, and I know you're excited about stuff, but somebody else owns that property that you're a part of, and you're contractually obligated, or you can't share those types of things.
No.
So get permission, and I know you have the best interest of yourself in the film in mind, but it actually could hurt the film because you might let something out of the bag. You're promoting it too soon, kind of like dropping a trailer too soon.
Yep.
You're kind of letting it out, because as long as it takes to make an independent film, if you constantly post about it early on and you're posting about it for 2 years, people don't care.
No.
People will be like, oh, you're still doing that? I thought that was wrapped up.
Yeah.
What's wrong with your film, right? And then by the time it does come up, people already think they already saw it or they already know the film because you've been posting for 3 years on it 4 times a day.
Yeah.
So there is a negative side of things.
Absolutely.
To that side.
Absolutely.
But if you are organized and you have a plan and your cast and crew and the people that work on the film should be part of that plan, I think it's just an unwritten rule or a courtesy to hope that they do, put a good word in or say, this is what I did on the film, or, I don't know. I just, maybe we build it into something better where we ask them or we talk to them about it, or we kind of have something up front where we say, hey, we would appreciate if you did this.
Yeah.
As opposed to expecting it.
Yeah, because and as much as I'm talking about it's a drag when people don't do it, you really can't, unless there's some sort of contract involved, you can't expect them to. You just can't. And it's kind of a dick move. Yeah, I mean, yeah, it would be nice. It would be nice, but it's not, it's not a requirement.
Yeah.
So, what are you going to do?
No, I don't know. It's promotion is hard.
Very hard.
It's very expensive.
It's very expensive.
And
well, no. Just making posts on social media is free, but marketing a film, properly marketing a film, is very expensive.
That's where I was going to go.
Yeah.
There's things you can do that are free.
Yes.
And there's things that people can do that are free.
And that's what I'm talking about. I'm not talking about you spending money to promote a film or you going to
No.
a convention.
Yes.
I'm not talking about any of that shit. I'm just saying, hey, put in a good word on Facebook. Put in a good word on Instagram. Just say a little something.
Or talk to the director or the producers and just say, hey, how can I work into your promotion plan? Right? How can I support that? When you post, can I post? Is it okay to share this? So I think that would go a long way. Go out and watch independent films too. I think that's a way to do it.
Yeah.
So if you're passionate about something and you're passionate about independent film, go pump somebody else up if you've just seen a cool independent film.
When you see someone who posts their film, share the post.
Yeah.
You know? Help out other filmmakers. If you're a filmmaker, you should be helping out other filmmakers.
That's where I was going.
Yeah. I'm not saying that it's on you to lead the charge for someone else's film you had no involvement with, but it's like if you know the people and they're making a solid product, like, man, put in a good word.
It's the Alice's restaurant theory. Right?
What is that?
If one man walks into an office, they think he's crazy, right? Right? But if two people walk into the same office and they sing one bar of Alice's restaurant and they walk out, well, then you just got 2 people doing it. But if four people, now you got a movement.
You got a movement.
Right? So it's that whole thing is there's millions of us out there.
Yep.
And we're all doing the same thing. We're all grinding.
Yep.
We stay in our bubbles too much. And if we all just did a little bit more to promote our industry, our film, our stuff, or other people's stuff, not our own
stuff, yep.
That I think there could be a movement here where you could get traction, you could get people up there, you could get people trending on certain things.
Yeah.
That we don't take advantage of that enough.
No.
Because I think the community is so large, but it's so small at the same time that that's what we're trying to do here is connect a little bit more and just talk about these types of things. So anyway, I think you summed it up pretty well with, if you're an independent filmmaker, you love independent film, promote independent film. Whether you're working on one, yes, or you're in one, or you're watching one, or whatever the hell you're doing, give somebody a shout out. That's my challenge. That's my challenge to the audience.
Okay.
Go on social media and promote one thing you see that either a friend or another independent filmmaker's doing, or just maybe something you don't even know about, but you watched an independent film on Tubi or something, and you give somebody a plug, because you never know how that might affect them. How about that?
That's pretty good.
That's not too bad.
That's not too bad.
How many listeners we got now?
Fewer than I would like.
Okay, well, few, but you've dedicated few.
I don't know, because it depends, man, because, like, we're blowing up in, like, Vietnam.
I know. Man, when you rattling off those countries to me today, I was like, no way.
Yeah, no. It's like, we got a young filmmaker from Pakistan just reached out, like, hey, I made these shorts.
Yeah.
Would you be interested in talking to me? I'm like, yeah, man, why not? The stuff that he's doing. He's like casting people from the United States and from the UK. I'm like, that's pretty cool.
Yeah, that's
just
really
some
cool.
young dude. And we just interviewed a 17-year-old filmmaker who made a trilogy of films. So we're yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, I mean he's from the States, but I mean there's so many people and so many stories.
Yep.
And it's all the same story, and that's really awesome.
Yeah, it is the same story, and
Yes.
everybody's looking for that one thing, and you hear the same stuff, whether they're in Pakistan or the UK or I don't know where the hell we interviewed somebody. I mean, it's crazy that it's the same exact thing because it's independent film.
Yes.
It's I don't know. It's amazing what this show has allowed us to talk to other people and hear their stories and hopefully impact somebody else making an independent film to go, oh, I'm not going to make that mistake, or, oh, I need to look in distribution a little bit different because this might not be the path, or whatever the hell it is.
Or I'm going to promote better.
I'm going to promote better. Or if I work on something, I'm just going to like and share or forward something and just go, hey, something I'm proud of here, guys. If you're into this or you're ready to check it out, check it out. Because we can start a movement.
That's true.
Yeah. If you walk into the basement on Broadway someday, one guy walks in here, we'd probably have to shoot him because it'd probably be an intruder. But if 4 independent filmmakers walk into the now we got something.
Now we got a movement.
Now we got a movement. So anyway, that's all I got. Good topic.
It is a good topic.
Good topic. I think we talked more about the highs than the lows tonight.
We did.
Yeah.
Well, there were some lows.
You can't control people.
That's
a low.
right. There's always lows. Can't control people.
No, but most of it was the in-betweens
Yes.
of true.
Independent filmmaking.
Yes, here on the Indie Film Sucks podcast.
Brought to you by 88mm Productions. And you can find us where?
Instagram, Facebook, 88mm.com.
IndieFilmSucks.com.
Yeah, I don't know.
Spotify.
Spotify. Anywhere you find your podcast. We do have a review site, so if you are an independent filmmaker out promoting other people's stuff and you're looking to get your stuff promoted or reviewed, check out IndieFilmSucks.com and check out where you can submit your film to be reviewed.
Yes. Absolutely. And if we like it enough, we'll put you on the show.
Put you on the show.
We'll put the film on the show.
Yeah, it's our little way of giving back, and you'll get a copy of that link, and you'll know when that will air. And I think it's just something you can use to promote your own stuff, and our little way of promoting it for you. So, with that, Grega, I think we've inspired the world tonight. My friend, I got a little choked up.
You did.
I mean, it was touch and go there for a little bit.
I'm just sorry that Brock and Brittany weren't here.
Brittany might have got the high milk maneuver on me, but that would have been okay.
She might have broke your ribs.
I agree. Anyway, so we're signing off.
Good night.
Cheers.
Good luck.
Indie film sucks. Indie film sucks. It's the Indie Film Sucks podcast. Yeah.